Alright guys, welcome back to the Hardware Sense channel, and I know it's been a while since you guys seen a brand new video on the channel, but it's been crazy busy lately, so let me get right into it. This review has been long overdue, and as you can see in front of you, we have the Xiaomi Mi Mix, the original Xiaomi Mi Mix, not the 2. I have plenty to say about the 2, but let's get on to the first one and we can kind of compare it, you know, at least on words, because I don't have the 2 in my hand and probably I'm never gonna will buy that one. So first thing to begin, the screen of the original Mi Mix is absolutely amazing, and I apologize for not boosting the light all the way up on the outdoor shots, but trust me, it's plenty bright for anybody's needs. And this screen, 6.4 inches, I mean, how can you say anything negative about it? It's absolutely incredible. I know it's not 2K, it's not 4K, it's not some crazy resolution, but at the same time, this is absolutely enough for me, my needs, and for anybody that it's heavy on their media consumption, Instagram, YouTube, anything else, this is the screen to have. It's absolutely incredible. I cannot emphasize that enough. As you can see at the bottom, we have our normal USB Type-C. On the top, we have our headphone jack, and yeah, the headphone jack is here on this one. Unfortunately, not on the new one. That's why this one wins right away. We have the normal 2 microphones on top as well. We have one of the speaker grills, obviously in the bottom is the speaker. The other one is just a microphone. And on the side, we have the power button and the volume. Speaking about the speaker, it's not as loud as the one on Mi Note 2, but it's pretty good in my opinion. Camera on the back and fingerprint sensor with the dual tone flash. Now the camera is one of the most disappointing parts about this phone, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I think for social media, Instagram, just random photos here and there on good daylight, it's not that bad. I use it all the time. I've been using this phone for the last 2 months every day, and to be honest, I'm kind of I'm kind of torn apart. I don't want to use any other phone because I like it so much. It's definitely a two-hand phone. I can say that for the people with smaller or medium-sized hands. Mine are kind of medium, but trust me, if you don't have huge fingers or big hands, you're not going to be able to reach most of the parts of this phone, which is fine. Most of the big new phones are kind of you know, far bigger than your hands, so it's fine by me. As you probably notice, I put an aftermarket case on it. It's not the leather one that comes with the phone. I found this kind of sandstone looking one that's very similar to what the original OnePlus One had in the back. And I bought it, so I'm gonna leave a link for it for those of you that want, but absolutely love it. It's very grippy, has perfect protection, and when you hold the phone it doesn't slip off your hands, off tables and stuff like that, and I like it a lot. I have to say I highly recommend that one. As you can see, currently the phone is still running the latest 8.5.5.0 MIUI, which is based on Android 6. Still waiting on that 7 or that MIUI 9. They keep promising a final version because the beta has been out for a while, but I really don't want to use the beta on the phone. I'm waiting for that global final version, that stable one. So hopefully it's going to come before the end of the year, and I can put it on. By the way, same goes for the Mi Note 2 that I have. Runs the same 8.5.5 and not the MIUI 9. Waiting on that as well. And speaking of the camera, like I said, it's probably one of the most disappointing parts about this phone, but when you switch on video, fills up the whole screen, which it is incredible to experience, but the quality of the camera itself is really nothing to write home about. So if you're a camera heavy, that phone is probably not for you. Well, that being said, what else we can say that is good about the phone? First of all and foremost, battery life. 4400 milliamp battery, absolutely amazing. I have tested with my moderate use of the phone. I last 2 days. Yes, 2 days without charging. And of course, if you're a heavy user, you're gonna last throughout the day, and the next day probably to the middle, and then you have to plug it in. So no problem whatsoever. Incredible quality, this full ceramic body and glass. It's very solid in the hand. When you hold it, you definitely feel that you're holding something high quality, something that is really well made. Unfortunately, Xiaomi cheaped out with the second one, and only the higher version have that build quality with the ceramic. The lower versions have metal and glass. Obviously they removed the headphone jack. They've been doing this for all the new phones that are coming with them. It's very disappointing, but it is what it is. That's why I'm sticking out with these older ones, which I think they absolutely reach levels that every other company start following, as you are witnessed. Samsung, LG, you name it, they're going to that route. This particular phone is still available to most of the Chinese websites, GearBest, Geekbuying, Banggood. Price is still relatively higher than what I would expect, but if you really want a quality phone, you can probably find it for around 500 on those sites. And trust me, you're not going to be disappointed. 6 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 821, 256 gigabytes of internal storage, plenty of storage for music, media, whatever you want to store there, even movies or whatever. Because 6.4 inches screen, you can definitely watch movies without any problem. I mean, it's almost as big size-wise of the screen as some 7-inch tablets with that minimal bezels. But being the original bezel-less phone that started a trend, I absolutely love it. I think this phone will remain in the history as one of the best out there when it comes to the bezel. Even the new one that came out with, the bezels are thicker. I don't know why they're doing this, but it's Xiaomi, what you can say. No, the cons I kind of talked about. The camera, very disappointing. Price relatively high. What else you can say about the things? It's not the latest Snapdragon. It's fine. In my opinion, it's not that bad. Hard to find screen protectors. There's no tempered glass. I found this kind of a plastic screen protector, which is very good. When you put it on, wraps around very well and protects from scratches, that crazy pocket sand that scratches no matter what kind of screen you have. But overall, I still recommend this phone. It's my favorite Xiaomi phone so far. I absolutely love it. And if you want to buy a quality phone that will last you for a while with an outstanding battery, go for this one. Thank you guys. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.